The south coast of Jamaica is known for its friendly locals, beautiful little fishing villages, and the most fertile soil in the Caribbean. Join me today as we catch some great fish and prepare some unique recipes such as curried conch, curried lobster, and beautiful snapper doré. But first, we gotta catch the ingredients, so join me for a taste of history. Wow, spectacular. So my friend Blackie operates a very unique restaurant here. He's gonna cook up some seafood and I'm gonna cook up some seafood. Just imagine, in the old days, this is the only way to go. Go out to the ocean, catch your fish, bring it on shore, and make a delicious meal. And especially around here, the south coast of Jamaica, the ocean is plentiful of all kinds of species of fish that you can just only imagine. Have you ever seen a little fishing village right on the center of the ocean on a sandbank? Created a little hut out of the stones that wash up? Amazing.
You are about 8.5 to 9 miles from Alligator Pond. And I'm fishing out here all of my life, almost 35, 40 years of my life. So I'm fishing out here for a living. This feed my family. So I build a little shed out here in the middle of the sea. I catch 2 little turtles and put it in as pet. I don't trouble them, I feed them. I feed them every day. It's a pleasure to be in the ocean. It's a nice place. I don't regret a moment out here.
Wow, look at that. Nice catch. I want to take those guys back to Lochi. Blackie, a legend of the South Coast.
Yeah, welcome.
Look here, I went out all the way to Alligator Key to get you those unbelievable
Fresh
snappers.
catch snapper, yeah.
Because I know this is your specialty of the house, right?
Yeah, man.
This snapper that you make, and you know it because you have what they call a chunky jerk sauce, which is different than some other people make.
Yeah,
right?
man, different. Our jerk sauce is homemade, and this is what I'm going to apply to this fish today.
What we doing first?
What I do first is pour the fish inside here, and then I apply my homemade 4-way season mix.
Let me taste it. So let me see.
A good chef will determine 1 or 2 of the mix, but not all 4.
I'm not going to bet on that. And everybody has to have a little secret. After all, that's where people come for, because the flavor of the fish. No.
Yeah, I remember as we talk about our homemade jerk sauce, I remember as I said to you, all of these fresh are grown in St. Elizabeth, freshly cut.
Matter of fact, on the way down here, you see all the fields
Right,
of
you
scallion.
see all the gardens of
man.
scallions, freshly cut on a daily basis.
How long you let the fish sit before you cook it? A little bit or no?
I say make it sit there for 10 minutes. This is a fresh caught lobster tail. I'm going to show you how it can be prepared properly and on time.
Got it.
We cut it open. What we do, just put it down like this, and it stay on one side for 4 minutes and the other side for 4. What we also have on the grill is some jerk plantain and some jerk corn.
Now, when did you apply your jerk seasoning on the lobster? Close to the end?
I'm close to the end, yeah.
And you're not making it too spicy, just enough heat.
Too spicy will kill the taste bud.
Like they say, you want to have a few bites before you feel the heat a little
Before you feel the heat of it, yeah.
Very good. And the stuffing inside and your 4 very secret spice that I know the secret already, but I'm not telling you. will then all come together.
Yeah,
I'll tell you. And
well, 10 minutes up, it's just time for it to go on the smoke grill.
so when it's busy, you got a few guys here working this grill. So obviously they must be very talented to know when it's cooked.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, time and experience teaches them, as you know about cooking, you know.
Wow, look at that, beautiful. Like one other thing, do you put any more extra choic on it?
Yeah.
That's what I figured,
this
right?
is how I'm going to tap in the true flavor now. This is what I'm going to do now. Apply the marinated sauce on top, so it's so down into it, so you get the true flavor of the fish. The lobster stay on 4 minutes on one side, so we flip it. And this is the time now where we applied jerk sauce.
Right on top.
Right on top.
So another 4 minutes on this side.
Another 4
and
minutes.
Off it goes.
And off it goes. Yeah, man, this is beautiful, man. You're going to taste this.
Yeah, I know. And the corn is just marinated.
And the corn marinated in our special jerk sauce and stay on the grill for 8 minutes.
I have never ever seen a fish cooked like that. And I know the flavor of it comes about because it's one of a kind, like you.
Yeah.
You're one of a kind, your fish is one of a kind, the South Coast is one of a kind.
Yeah, man, the South Coast is beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Very unspoiled.
Absolutely. This time around I did no work. So the only work I'm doing is I'm giving you the manchete to get the fish and I'm ready to taste it.
All right, no problem, my friend.
All right, Blackie, let's try your creation here.
Yeah, man.
Wow, heavenly. The flavors are just so perfect. Get a little bit of the lobster here, and then we give this a try.
It's melt away in the mouth.
Heavenly. Now, I use a word on my show always, it's called spectacular, because this is spectacular. From the ocean to the table.
To the table.
Right there.
Yeah, but that's the
But
beauty
see,
about
But not
ocean.
everybody has their own ocean like you.
No, I'm more than privileged.
What makes South Coast special is that we have unique people. It is also the breadbasket of the country. We plant most of the fruits and vegetables to supply the rest of the country. And what is exciting is that all of it is natural. Organic farming, it's all natural. And we have the oldest railway system in the Western Hemisphere. We're very proud of the fact that the railway played a very important part of our export market and for people to be able to be transported from the area from Montego Bay going into Kingston.
The rich, fertile soil along the South Coast is what made the sugar industry a mainstay for centuries during the days of colonial occupation. Home to some of the most beautiful coastlines and fishing villages, the South Coast offers a refreshing glimpse into the island's natural resources.
This area is going to become far more important for cuisine experiences, for people to come from overseas, to eat healthy and to enjoy how to cook the way we cook.
Holland Bamboo Avenue was built to provide shade to travelers and protect the 2.5-mile stretch of pathway from erosion. Planted by Dutch farmers in the 18th century, this beautifully arched arrangement of bamboos continues to provide a wealth of shade along the way to Middle Quarters, Jamaica.
In Bamboo Avenue, we have vendors there selling coconut and peanuts and so on, and they drink coconut water, which is very good for your health.
I cannot go to Bamboo Avenue without stopping for a freshly cut coconut.
Many persons are having it with a straw, but that's not the way we do it in Jamaica. We say kissing the coconut.
Put your mouth here.
Yeah. The jelly here is very soft and very good. So we're going to cut it now.
Spoon.
That's the spoon.
You don't bring a spoon from home, you use this as a spoon.
So they say there's no cholesterol at this stage when it's a chili.
That's correct.
Wow.
Isn't it
What a
lovely?
flavor.
It's lovely.
So if anybody comes to the South Coast, leave the straw at home. Just drink it like the locals. So cool. Blackie, give it up.
Yeah, God bless. Welcome.
This jerk seasoning of yours is to die for.
Happy.
But I know you have many more things on the menu, and I think the next dish we make, and it's one of your second bestseller.
Yeah, man. Our second bestseller here is our curry conch. We don't use curry powder. We use natural season, and everything is combined together. So you're gonna taste the true flavor of a real curry conch. Yeah, man. We pull it out like this, and we put it down. This is fresh conch we get on a daily basis. Yeah, remember, conch doesn't have any blood vein. It's all muscles. You use a pounder. What you're doing, you just open up the muscles.
So this is an important step of the preparation because
It is
if you don't
very
get it,
important.
it'll be tough to eat.
It'll be tough, as you know, it will come out just like rubber. You can cut it in any sizes you want to cut it. Big chunk, small chunk. Remember, every step we have to apply our 4-way season.
If we're going to transport the conch over to the fire,
To the fire, yeah. Before I add the vegetable to it, I'm gonna add my curry, homemade, season again, all natural made. Taste that, what I'm telling you about. Yeah, man,
all the flavor in there.
all the flavor is in there.
And then a little pepper,
Right. And then no
scallion.
a little scallion on top.
I know you never run out of scallion. I've seen all the scallion fields around here.
Add a little water.
It's amazing how simple and how delicious you made it. Just the way I like it, It's a little bit of bite. The flavors are good.
Perfect.
Don't put it down. So Blackie, thank you for allowing me in your kitchen and seeing some of your recipes.
It's a pleasure having you.
I know you have a lot of work to do. I have a little recipe that really originated from France, but being here today, it inspired me with some of your ingredients, so I'm slightly going to twist it to fit into the south coast of Jamaica.
Middle Quarters is a very exciting place. It's famous for the pepper shrimps. It's an important part of the heritage. Very popular with Jamaicans. Famous one, Billy, who has been there for years. Billy plants whatever he's cooking. He has it all around him. All natural onion, garlic, all grown in Jamaica, in our area.
Before heading to Billy's, home of the world famous Jamaican pepper shrimp, I stopped on the road on the Wyers River to see the unique way the shrimps are caught. Fishermen have been using bamboo traps like this for over 300 years. The traps use a single cone design that allow the shrimp to enter, but make it very difficult to leave. The traps are left overnight and then checked the following morning. Like most things in Jamaica, the key to great food is how fresh it is. So I'm taking this fresh catch right to Billy's so he can show me just how to make the world famous pepper shrimp. For the pepper shrimp, we blend down some Scotch bonnet peppers and pour it into a pot with salt and pepper.
Right, that is the pepper. Pour in the shrimps now and put in the shrimps.
Let it cook for 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the size of the shrimp.
You can see it, the color is getting red because of the fire.
While that's cooking away, we can move on to the curry shrimp. The pot filled with oil and curry.
Curry it burn for about 3 minutes.
Once the oil has turned brown, we season it with Irish potato, onions, garlic, carrots, and peppers. The liquid from the vegetables produces the stock. Then come the de-shelled shrimp.
With a little salt.
Now, back to the pepper shrimp. All we need to do is flip them in the pot and ready to eat. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. So when you eat it hot, it's just like that, right?
Right, so the pepper shrimps is ready. I'm gonna serve it. It's now ready to eat. And here now, the curry shrimps is ready.
Spectacular. The flavor of the rice and peas with the coconut milk, the shrimp itself, you saw him make it. But again, it's fresh. We just got it from the river, brought it here, cleaned them, and he's serving it up. No wonder that Billy is famous all over Jamaica, maybe all over the world. So Blackie left me his entire kitchen for me to take over. Now the dish I'm making today is a combination of a dish that I made many, many times in Europe, but also adapted for a Caribbean flavor. A beautiful snapper doré. So the first thing I'm going to do right now, I have some coconut milk here. I'm going to get on the fire because I'm going to do a rundown, which is done with choik. But today I'm using Blackie's choik seasoning rather than my own. So I'm going to put this to the fire. I'm going to chop some onions quick. The snapper that I'm using today, I'm going to fillet it and then I'm crisping it. Crisping it means it goes in flour and then an egg wash with some seasoning into it. So right now, let me take the onion over to the coconut milk that's under the fire already. Next, I'm going to put some thyme in there. Pick a thyme. And I put one pepper in there, but only one. I poked it just to release some of the heat, but not too much heat. Plus also, I'm not sure exactly how much heat Blackie has in his choik seasoning. So I want to be balancing it. So this goes in there right now. Now this we got to let cook down until it runs off the spoon. Therefore, the name run down, the back of the spoon. All-purpose flour here. And I have a gift from Blackie, which is his 4-way seasoning. So I mix 4-way seasoning into my flour. Then I hit it with some freshly ground pepper, plenty pepper. And I'm setting this to the side for a little bit. Gonna whisk them up really good. Them over here. Now comes another improvisation from the south of France to the south coast of Jamaica. And this is those gorgeous scallion, which, by the way, I saw driving in here, fields and fields. And I saw Blackie has bushels out there this big because you can't cook any decent meal without using scallion, or we call it green onions in the States. So all I'm going to do is just chop it fine, finer than Blackie does for his seasoning, but still not too fine. But like I said, in Europe, I would have used chive for that. But the flavor of the scallion is even 10 times better. By this much. It goes right into the egg. So basically, all this thing I'm doing now is the preparation of the fish. So you have a seasoned flour, today with Blackie's 4-way seasoning, top secret, and then just egg with scallion or chive. So now most likely Blackie is going to turn over, if he watches this show, that I'm not using the head of the fish. But true to tradition, I would just want to use the fillet of the snapper. Just taking it off the bone. There you go. Obviously, this is going to be in Blackie's soup later. I know that already. Let me check on my rundown quick. Push up the wood. Let's get more heat. So now the 2 fillets I got, I'm going to marinate them. Extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to use pepper. Lemon, good. Lime, good. No problem. And now you ideally want to have sit that up for a little bit. While this is sitting up, I'm going to get the skillet over. So I'm just pre-warming my skillet, and interesting, it gets a lot of butter and a lot of olive oil. The olive oil is to bring the heat up, and the butter keeps the flavor. If you do butter alone, it would burn. And now the butter. I'm gonna get it up to like 325. I'm gonna go over and get the fish. Fish, you should marinate maybe 20 minutes. And it goes into the flour that is seasoned with the special seasoning from Blackie. And now I'm gonna take this over to the fire. Opposite side, the skin down. And now becomes the real hard work trick. Butter mixture over the fish. Wow. You gotta wait for this to crispen up. This is where the word doré comes from. Rundown is ready. So you slow. Hoppa. And now I'm using Blackie's coarse chopped jerk seasoning. The fish is almost ready. You want it really crispy without burning it, obviously. Perfect. All right. Plate is ready. Fish is beautiful. Look at that. Oh, look at it. Doesn't get better than that. Look at that. You cut the lime or lemons, whatever you prefer. Being here on the south coast of Jamaica, the lime, perfect. 1, 2, 3. Little thyme for garnish or microgreens, thyme, anything you want. So the rundown has run down, so it's ready. Got to run off the back of the spoon. But for this dish, I wouldn't do it any more than that. It's beautiful eating, very different from the south coast of Jamaica, but very much so south coast of France. I would serve a good amount of sauce on the side, because if you eat it with rice and peas, it might be too dry. So here I do, and I've just put very little on the end. You got the sweet of the coconut, you got the seasoning of the pepper, you got all your secret ingredients in there. I cannot tell you how excited I was today to be able to cook at Little Ochi with the legend of the South Coast, Blackie. He let me see all his favorite recipes just for a spectacular taste of history. It was an unbelievable trip to the South Coast, but now it's time for some relaxation far off the coastline at an island bar in the middle of the sea. Floyd.
Yes, sir.
So
Welcome.
good to meet you, man.
Nice meeting you, sir. Respect.
Tell me something. What an undertaking. What made you do that?
Well, it was really a dream of mine, so I just work on it, and that's what it becomes. I didn't really build it as a bar. I thought probably to be mostly like a silly hangout.
You open like 7 days a week?
Well, as long as we got good weather, as long as nature traveling in our course, which is like good weather, no rough sea, then we always open.
So tell me, for people who have never been to the South Coast, what should they know?
Well, all I know about the South Coast, it is taking its own time to develop, and they are developing it up into a family affair. So as soon as anyone comes to the South Coast, they are accepted as a family.
People are definitely more friendly in the South Coast than many other places in the world, for that matter.
Thank you very much, sir.
So Floyd,
Yes.
I mean, it's so great talking to you, my brother.
Yes.
But I hear so much activity, so much fun. I'm going to get a red stripe, and I heard you cooked up some mean lobster for us today, didn't you?
Yes, sir, we do.
So we're going to partake in that, because as you know, on A Taste of History, I'm all about food. Well, so are you.
I'm good.
Discovering the south coast of Jamaica, I had lobster before, but never right in the middle of the ocean. Floyd, the owner, has done a hell of a job. Floyd, fantastic. Wow, heavenly.